Hey, how's it going? Welcome to our beginner workout tonight. I'm just going to give like 15 seconds and then we'll get started with the workout. Alright, so yeah, we'll get started. So today, again, we're doing a beginner workout. It's going to be a Mobilize, stretch, and activate workout. 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 3 exercises in each group, and we'll go through 3 sets of those. So yeah, it's going to be a great workout. So as always, go at your own pace with these workouts. Focus on the technique. Make sure you're getting the most out of them. Make sure your environment around you is safe for you to get a good workout. And let's have fun while we're going through the workout and get a great workout in. So we're going to plop down on the ground. We're going to start with our warm-up. We're going to start by mobilizing the hips. So little triangle with the front knee, back legs pulled in behind, hands on either side of the knee and nice and tall. We're going to hinge forward. Getting that stretch through the glutes. Sinking down into that. Finding, what angle gives you the best stretch. From there, we're going to pop up. We're going to walk the hands away from the feet, looking over the left shoulder. Nice big stretch through the front of that right hip. Really important we start by mobilizing those hips so we can move well through the hips. So we're going to switch to the other side. So right knee's forward, left leg's pulled in behind, hands on either side of that right knee, nice and tall again. We're hinging forward, reaching out, getting that stretch through the glutes. Again, play with that angle, see where you get the best stretch. What position gives you the best stretch. Good, from there we're going to pop up, we're going to walk the hands away from the feet. Looking over that right shoulder, nice big stretch through the front of that left hip. And that's great. So from there, we're going to stand up. We're going to bring in that upper body. So we're going to reach back with the right hand and then elbow to the knee. Reach back, elbow to knee. Reach. And then we'll hit the other side. So reaching back. Elbow to knee, reach. Good. Okay, so now we're going to start loading up the legs. So we're going to step forward, lunging forward with my left leg, and then I'm going to rotate to my left. And then I'm going to drive back up. So I'm going to load that left leg, rotate, push my left foot in the ground to get myself back up to standing. You can go as low as you feel comfortable with on that. Rotate, drive up, and then we'll hit the other side. So load the leg, rotate, drive, load the leg, rotate, drive, load the leg, rotate, drive. We'll do one more. Turn, and driving up. All right, so we're all warmed up. We're ready to go. So our first group, we're going to go through is going to be our neck circles. So we're going to get some mobility in that neck, tricep stretches, and then we're going to do a reverse lunge. So lunge where we're stepping back and driving up through that front leg. So let's get started. 3 seconds, we'll get started here. All right, here we go. So we're just going to do some neck circles. So think about dropping your chin down, then rotating it to the left, starting to look up. Coming back around the other side, and just around in that circle. Okay, and then we're going to go the other way now. So I'm going to the right. Good, so you can go as slow or as fast as is comfortable for you. And time. So get ready for our tricep stretch. For the tricep stretch, if I'm doing my right side, I'm going to put my right hand on my shoulder blade. I'm going to put my left hand on my elbow, and I'm just pushing up. So I'm getting that stretch all through my right tricep here. Breathing, relaxing while I'm getting that stretch. Okay, and then we're going to hit the other side. Pushing that elbow up and back. That big stretch through the tricep. And time. Okay, and then the next one's going to be our reverse lunge. We're just going to be stepping back. The weight's going to be on that front leg, which we're lowering ourselves on. And I'm going to alternate, so I'm going to step back, and then I'm going to use my other leg. So my left leg's lowering me, I drive up through my left leg, now it's my right. Okay, so just alternating back and forth. This is a nice and controlled one because your foot is staying stationary, so the leg that's doing the work is staying in one spot. As you go into like a forward lunge, you have to step, land, stabilize, and then lower yourself. Alright, so one round down. Got our 10 seconds, and then we'll go back into those next circles. Again, you're going at your pace for those. Trying to go all the way around, whatever's comfortable. Good, and then we'll go the other way. If you keep your mouth shut, you'll get a little bit more of a stretch through the front of the neck as you go back. And time. Good, so we're done with those. Tricep stretch, so again, the hand goes on the shoulder blade. Fingers go on the elbow, you can push up and back to get that stretch through the tricep. Okay, we're going to hit the other side. And time. Alright, and then we're going to get ready for our reverse lunge again. Okay, so I'm set up, nice and grounded. That front leg's lowered, and then you drive back up through it. Nice and controlled. The front foot stays nice and flat, even weight through the foot, front to back. And time. Alright, so we've got one more round of those. So the neck circles. We'll go the other way now. And time. Rest. Alright, so we're going to do the tricep stretch coming up next. So the hand goes on the shoulder blade. Elbow goes up, feel that stretch. During these stretches, nice opportunity, just focus on your breathing and relaxing. You want to make sure you're not tensing up, you're not pushing it too hard where you're tightening up, because then you're not going to get the same benefit from the stretch. Time. Rinse. Alright, so last one coming to those reverse lunges. So I like to start with my feet about hip width apart, I usually find nice too. And again, when you're stepping back, that knee is going to track in nice alignment with your toes, right? So it's not collapsing in or anything on you. It's just staying in that nice alignment because the foot's nice and grounded. Weight staying on that front leg when you're lowering, and then also you're driving up through that front leg, so it's doing the work to push you up. And time. Awesome, so we'll take a breather, we can grab a drink, and then we'll get into group 2. Alright, So group 2, first exercise is going to be a reach back with external rotation. So we'll be down on our knees, our hands and knees, and our hands are going to go on the back of our head, and that's where we're going to do the reach back and external rotation. So it's some rotation through the upper body. 90-90 glute stretch. We're going to get set up on the ground in a 90, and then we're going to hinge forward. So it's kind of like the glute stretch we did in a warm-up, just your knees open a bit more, and then a bent over T-raise. So we'll hinge forward, and then we're doing the T-raise, and I put in, if we want to challenge ourselves, maybe we'll hold for a second or two at the top, and feel that squeeze between the shoulder blades. So yeah, we'll get started with the reach back. So you're going to get down on the ground, so here we go. Okay, the forearms are down on the ground, hand goes on the back of the head, and then we're just opening up like this. So hands on the back of the head, elbow goes up towards the ceiling. We kind of look up towards the ceiling, but we're getting lots of rotation through the upper body. Okay, we're going to hit the other side now. So the other hand goes on the back of the head. You may feel your shoulder blades working a bit here. Muscles in the back of the shoulder. And time. Okay, so the 90-90. So we're going to set up like so. So I've got a 90-degree angle at my knee and a 90-degree angle at this back knee. And then nice and tall, I'm going to hinge forward from my hip. So I'm feeling that in my glute. I'm letting the weight of my body try and take me forward. Okay, we're going to hit the other side. So we just switch now. So 90 on the other side, 90 on the back leg. Nice and tall, we're hinging forward. Feeling that stretch through the glutes. Alright, and now we're getting up. And we're going to have the bent over T-raise here. So we get set, we hinge from the hips, hands are hanging, and then we just bring them out in that T. And we can squeeze 1, 2, back down. 1, 2, feel that tension in between your shoulder blades. At the top, 1, 2. Thumbs, I like the thumbs up towards the ceiling. 2, really get that squeeze in between your shoulder blades. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And time. Rest. Alright, so we're going to get back down because we're getting ready for those reach backs. So sitting back on our heels, forearms are down on the ground, hand goes on the back of the head. Okay, we're hitting the other side now. And time. Okay, from there we're going to get ready for those 90-90s. 90-90 glute stretch. So 90 degree at the front knee, 90 degree at the back. Nice and tall. I'm going to hinge forward. Feeling that stretch, just breathing. Again, you can play with the angle a little to see where you get that stretch the best. Now we're going to hit the other side, so get set up in that 90-90, hinging forward. Okay. Rest. Getting up, getting ready for those bent over T-raises. So hinge forward, hands are hanging. 1, 2. If you want to challenge yourself, do that 2-second squeeze at the top. Really feel your shoulder blades drawing together. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Keep that up. And time. Rest. Okay, we're going to get back down on the ground. We've got one more of those reach backs. So sitting back onto the heels, forearms are down on the ground, hand goes on the back of the head. Okay, hit the other side. for our, oh, what am I getting up for? We got the glute stretch first. So 90-90, okay, nice and tall, hinging forward. Breathing, relaxing into that stretch. Okay, we're switching. We're going to hit the other side now. So set up 90-90 again. We're hinging forward. Breathe into it. And time.
Rest.
Good, so we're getting up. Getting ready for that bent over T-raise. Hinge at the hips. Nice neutral spine. Get that 2-second squeeze at the top if you can. Really feel it in between your shoulder blades. And time. Alright, so 2 rounds down. Grab a drink, grab a breather if we need. Alright. So those T raises and those external rotations, the reach backs, I definitely feel in the back of the shoulders, everything, all those scapular retractors firing, so that's great. So for our group 3, we're going to do the world's greatest opener, so it's a stretch. We'll do a groin stretch, a butterfly, and then we'll do a lateral lunge with knee drive. So it'll be like lateral lunge, we'll come up, and we'll try and drive the knee, get our stability at the top there. We'll be alternating back and forth. With the lateral lunges, if the knee drives too much, we can always just go to a lateral stepping lunge, and then even if that dynamic is a little bit too much for us, we can always just do lateral lunges like so, just stationary. So there's a regression for us. Alright, so we're going to get started with the world's greatest. So we're going to be down on the knee, one foot's out in front. My left foot's down, my left hand's going to go on the ground, and I'm just going to open up like so. So it's kind of get my hip flexor, my glutes, and I'm opening up my upper body. Okay, and then we're going to switch. My hands go back down, so my other knee goes down. Other foot goes down, hand down, and I'm opening up, so getting that rotation through the upper body, getting a little stretch through my hip flexor, looking at the hand to help promote that turn. So for the groin stretch, you're going to do kind of like a butterfly. So you're going to get out in a split stance, we can turn the inside of the foot down, and then we're just going to sit back into that stretch. So hitting both sides of the groin, and we're just breathing into it. We're trying to sit our bum back and keep our back in that neutral position, so that flat back position. Five seconds left. That gentle stretch. And time to come out of that.
Rest.
And then we're going to go into the lateral lunge next. So we're getting up, getting ready for that lateral lunge with the knee drive. So I'm going to step out, and then I can drive my knee up. Okay? I'm going to step out, drive the knee. Okay? Step out, drive the knee. Step out, drive the knee. Step out, drive. Okay, just alternating back and forth there. My hands out of whack here, I think. Okay, step out, drive, out, drive. Okay, so we are back into that world's greatest stretch. So we're on one knee, other foot's up. Hand goes down, so same side hand, and then the opposite side, we're reaching up, opening up, looking at our hand, encouraging that turn. Okay, we're going to hit the other side, so we're switching. Open up. And time.
Rest.
Okay, so we're going to go into that groin stretch now, okay? I'll show from this side. So again, we're taking the knees out wide, feet go down, and then we're just sitting the bum back to get that stretch to the groin. Just breathing, relaxing back into it. Five seconds left. And time. Okay, so we're getting up. We've got that lateral lunge with the knee drive again. So getting set. So lunge and back up. Lunge, back up. Lunge, back up. Lunge, back up. So again, if this one's a little bit too much, we can always just do the lateral lunge. We don't need to do the knee drive. And then if even like the moving lunge, we could always do a stationary as a regression. Okay, back into the world's greatest. So knees down, other foot's out in front, the hands go down, open it up. Looking at that hand, you can reach the fingers up, think about your shoulder blade pulling back. Good, and then we'll hit the other side. Hands go down, open up. Feel that shoulder blade draw back and down. And time.
Rest.
Okay, we're getting ready for that butterfly groin stretch again. Knees are out, feet are flat, sitting back. Breathing into that stretch. Just a gentle stretch, don't force it. This is usually a pretty tight area, so go easy. A little bit easier is better. And time. Okay.
Rest.
So back up, we're getting ready for our lateral lunges. Out, and then that knee drive at the top. Out, knee drive. Getting that balance, working on the balance at the top. You get some full hip extension at the top as well. You also get the groin stretch here as you're going through. And time.
Session.
Good work. So 3 rounds down. We've got 1 left. 1 round left. Grab a drink. Okay. Last group. So we're going to have side bend. So we're just going to be kind of bending to the side. If we want to make it a little bit more intense, we'll reach the hand up. And then we're going to reach. So back and forth like so. Child's pose. So just our child's pose will be down on the ground. Nice stretch for the lats. Thoracic spine, and then bear crawls laterally. So we'll be on all fours and we'll be shuffling laterally with that one. Okay, so here we go. Let's start. 3, 2, 1. We're going to start with these side bends. So like I said, if you want to start like so, you're just kind of reaching down your leg to stretch that lateral side of your body. If you want, you can add in the reach, which kind of makes it maybe a little more demanding and ties in a little more of that lateral line of your body, gets your lats involved. It's a great stretch because we don't usually move this way. Everything's kind of in front of us, so it's a good stretch to get into our day there. So child's pose next, so we're down on the ground, the hands reach out in front of us. We sit back into our heels. You can walk the hands forward a little if you want. Thinking about kind of pushing the middle of your chest towards the ground. the whole time through this one. Big breath in, big exhale. And time.
Rest.
Okay, lateral bear crawl. So we're set up. So we can be on 6 points, so we can be on our knees, and then we're just laterally moving. Okay, so that's one option. Or if we want to make it a little more demanding, we lift the knees just off the ground. And then it's kind of opposite limbs. So my right hand moves, my left leg moves. Okay, we're keeping the core tight here. Knees are staying just barely off the ground. You'll feel your core engage, you feel your shoulder blades engage. You're going to feel your legs engage. It's a good one to really fire up the core and get that cross-body connection. All right.
Rest.
So we're popping back up because we've got our side bends coming again. For this one, I like to take just a little bit wider than shoulder width kind of stance. Okay, and then I'm just trying to reach, down my. So when I'm reaching down my right side, just trying to reach down there as far as I comfortably can. Again, that's the key. Get that stretch, but don't force it into an uncomfortable kind of range. All right, so we're getting down. We're getting ready for our child's pose again. Okay, hands are down. Sit back into those heels. Pushing the chest down towards the ground. Big breath. When you fill up with that big breath, you may feel everything stretch a little more. When you exhale, you may find that you sink a little deeper into that stretch. And time.
Rest.
Okay, so we're getting ready for that lateral bear crawl again. So remember, you can do the 6 points where you're on your knees, or you can go off the knees. Okay, it's up to you. Whatever's right for you. So it's opposite limbs moving. Pushing the hands in the ground so you're nice and stable. Just try and keep the knees, if the knees are off, just barely off the ground. If they're on the ground, no problem. Just try and move things at the same time. So try and really focus on lifting your left hand, moving your right leg at the same time, and then when you're going the other way, right hand lifts and left leg at the same time. Okay. So we're into our last 3 here. Set up for those lateral bends, or side bends. Reach again. If you want, you can add the hand reach in like me, or if you're feeling a good stretch with just going up and down the sides like so, then that's great. Do what's right for you. And time.
Rest.
Okay, getting set for our child's pose again here. Hands are out in front. Sitting back.
Work.
Think about pushing that chest down towards the ground.
Rest.
Alright, so we'll get ready for another one of those bear crawls. Here we go.
Work.
Keep it nice and controlled. Really focus on things moving together. Own that movement, nice and slow. Own slow and controlled. Really keep your core engaged as we're moving there, pushing the hands in the ground. And time.
Session complete.
Awesome work. So that's 4 rounds done. Give yourself a little round of applause there. Grab a sip and then we'll cool it down. Okay, so first things first, let's grab the foot, pull the heel towards the bum, pushing the hip forward, core's nice and tight, get a nice stretch to the front of that hip flexor. Focus on your breathing through that. Okay, we'll hit the other side, same thing, nice and tall, hip goes forward. Awesome, so we're going to stretch out the chest so the hand goes on the wall. We're going to turn away from it. So my right hand's on, I'm turning to my left, nice stretch through my right chest, right shoulder, right bicep. Okay, now we're going to do the left, so the hand goes on, left hand goes on the wall, turn into my right. Focus on that breathing as you're turning away. Alright, then we're going to finish with a stretch for that back line. So we're reaching up, letting the weight of our body drop us forward, and then walking the hands up. Reach. Weight of the body drops us forward. Walk it back up. 2 more. Reach. Falling forward. And last one, we're reaching up. We're hinging forward. And back up. Awesome, so that's it. So that was our beginner workout for today. Great job. Excellent job doing something for yourself today. Give yourself a pat on the back. You know, enjoy the rest of the day. It's nice and sunny out there, so go out and enjoy it. And hopefully we see you back again soon. Bye now.